Welcome to the Temple of Flame. On today, Faithful Acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is from River Bear, it is the Habanero Orange Salami. Now, I love me a good salami. And I haven't had, usually I have salami probably a fair amount, but I've kind of dialed it back a little bit this year. You know, just eating other things, giving it a break. And then I happened to be at Whole Foods looking for something else, which I did not find actually. And so to answer the question, yes, I paid a small fortune for this 5.5 ounces here of salami. So hopefully it's good. But I'm looking here at the ingredients. We have pork and we have habanero pepper. And I'm like, well, say no more. Say no more. Not only are we using habanero pepper, but it's very, very forward in the ingredients. Say no more. Say no more. You know what I mean? And how the hell do I open this? And so I availed myself of this. The store kind of irritated me because they didn't have the price tag on this. So I didn't find out when I got to the until I got to the register, that is. And it was enough to give me pause, but not enough to stop me to bring this beauty on home, you know, to y'all out there, because how often am I doing salamis? I mean, I have done charcuteries, you know, I've done those in the, okay, well, I guess we maybe, let's do a little folding. I'll pretend it's origami. I'll prop that up there. It's not going to work as origami. Oh well. Anyway, so I have brought charcuteries in the past, but not specifically for the salami. And here we're going specifically for the salami. And so it's I guess a cured salami. I can't say it looks super appealing like this, but that's probably normal. I'm not super versed in the ways of salami as much as one would think. Okay, so we don't need that anymore. So what is the stuff on the outside? Oh, I'm sure it's fine. All right, so should have actually got my sharp knife. I bought a knife just for cutting cheese and stuff, and you'd think I'd remember it at some point, but so here's kind of what we have. I don't see any habanero pieces here anywhere. It smells very orangey as well, so I think this is probably supposed to be thinner. I think I'm probably cutting it too thick, so maybe I might grab me a knife here, but first let's try it. It's quite orangey. Almost unpleasantly so. Yeah. This might not be one of those that's good to just sit and eat by itself. I don't think I'm doing myself any favors by cutting it that thick either. So for habanero being as far forward as it is, I'm not getting a lot of that. I got these. I wanted to get cheese crackers because I didn't want to buy cheese separately. Spicy cheddar, so we'll try these as well. Spicy cheddar, Cheddies. You might want to eat the whole box. I might. Not a resealable thing. Okay, here's the entire bag of these. Man, I'll tell you what. There's a reason I don't go to Whole Foods very often. The entire bag of these, I'm just going to throw it right there. This is what you get for the $4 it takes to get the box. It was better that way. Okay. I know this is supposed to be orange habanero, but man, that is an aggressively unfortunate amount of orange. Oh yeah. Too much. It's too much orange. Oh yeah, they got a different knife, wasn't it? Here's this beauty. So far I don't have spices from anything. Spicy cheddar. Sure. With wheat flour, organic Cheddies cheddar cheese blend, which is cheese, cornstarch, whey. And that says seasonings and salt and stuff. So that's not spicy at all. Let's try cutting it a little thinner here. Gotta get a nice sharp knife so you can cut them paper, well, not paper thin, but I want about as thin as a cracker, give or take. You can see it's a lot thinner. Let's try one like that. Okay, that's better. So if you really like orange zest, okay, this is much more orange than I like. Heat-wise, I still don't have any. Habanero was the second ingredient in this salami. I have no heat, no habanero flavor. All right, let's do a couple more. And we'll be done with the old knife. Man, that's unfortunate. Like I said, there's a reason I don't go to Whole Foods very often. I know it says this is like 12 or 13 bucks. $4 for this. So 17 for what you've seen me eat on camera. Is it worth 17? No. $7, sure. That's a shame. All right, well, they have a lot of other varieties as well. I don't know. Oh man, there's so much orange still. It's just too much orange. Maybe some of their other varieties are better. They do have a dry aged chorizo. That might be pretty good. Where are these guys out of? Colorado, out of Denver. Yeah. So salami is not a meat I would associate with fruit, period. And I don't think there's a lot of meats that I think would lend themselves well to orange by itself. You could make a case for chicken, and maybe some fishes, but here, where salami tends to be fairly strongly flavored, and it's really got kind of its own unique identity, I just don't think this works. It definitely doesn't work for me. It is so orange forward. It's very citrusy, very vibrant orange. But it's not quite a. It's not like I'm saying it's a dessert or anything like that. It just is. It's a bit much, honestly, a bit too much for me, I think. So no heat to speak of, but that's the whole point of adventuring and exploring and food experimentalism is sometimes it happens. Sometimes you find really good stuff, and sometimes you find stuff that we now know, or at least I now know, is not for me. And we'll just leave it right there. So that was the River Bear Habanero Orange Salami. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.